Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Manny Monday. Stay tuned to see what I chose for this week's fall nail design. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. So great to see each and every one of you. Always great to start a brand new week off with another Manny Monday. Let's check out this one. It's gorgeous. Aren't those amazing? Love them. Definitely fall-like with the red and the black. All of the bling, the pearls, the micro beads, the diamonds, the sparkle. I love them. And then the 3D roses. I was shocked that I could do them on my own nails. Now, I've done 3D looks, on other people, but never on myself. And so now I'm excited. I'm going to order colored acrylic. You'll see in this video, it's white acrylic. And then, of course, I painted the roses and the leaves. But they do make colored acrylic. And so I'm going to order it now that I know that I can do it on myself. I love them. They're just slightly raised, but absolutely beautiful. Aren't they beautiful? Especially for my first attempt at them. I love them. And then having everything done matted, but of course the rose and the leaves are shiny, and then a little rhinestone in the middle there. I love this set, you guys. I do. And I love that matte finish. It really gives it that fall-like, definitely more for this time of the year. And then all of the bling. Aren't these gorgeous? Love them. The roses really surprised me. I can't wait for you guys to see this video. Before we go on, though, I have a few announcements. But first, I'm going to do the words of Jesus for women, as always. This one is on how you treat others. And that's important. Remember, it's important for us to treat others good. This one is Matthew 19:18. You must not murder. You must not commit adultery. You must not steal. You must not testify falsely. Don't ever be a false prophet. That Jesus really, really does not like. It goes on to say, a wealthy man asked Jesus which commandments he had to obey in order to receive eternal life. Jesus mentioned 6. The 6 that involve how others are treated. Much of Jesus's teaching focused on the 2 relationships of life. The vertical between God and you, and the horizontal between you and other people. Why did he focus on these particular commands here? Probably because what's in a person's heart will show in how she treats others. If you truly love and obey God, it will show in your daily life through care, compassion, and generosity. This was a great one because it truly will show a true heart. A person, you can really tell who's fake, who's phony, who's not real. You can tell a person that truly is walking with the Lord. You can see how happy you are. Anybody can be fake, can come onto a video and make a video and be fake. But like people that see you daily and around you can tell the type of person you are. And of course, God knows everything. We can't hide it from God. We might be able to hide it, in front of others, but others can still really see that. When you have the Holy Spirit and have asked God to come into your heart and you have the Holy Spirit in you, you should always be a kind, loving person and let that Holy Spirit shine off of you to others for others to see that you truly are a Christian and a real person. You don't want to be fake or complain. And, none of us are living a perfect, world, especially in 2020. It's been a tough time. We need to be kind to everybody because we're all going through it. We're all having a tough time, but it can be, like I always say, happier when you're walking with the Lord because he can guide you and, and get you through tough times. Being a Christian doesn't mean that the road will be perfect and paved with complete gold. When you get to heaven, it will. But right now, it's not going to be easy. And 2020 has been a tough year. Call people that you love, that you haven't talked to in a while. Somebody that's alone, that doesn't have anybody, call them. Be that, compassionate and sweet and kind, and be generous to people and loving, because we are all going through a tough time. It's not just one of us. We all are. COVID is a scary thing. Our presidential election thing is scary. Just a lot of things going on that need to be figured out. But we have to remember that Jesus is still the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, and ultimately our president and in control of our whole world. And he's in control of what we do, how we live our life and how we act. And there's such a thing as karma, which is God, and God will get it back to you. If you hurt somebody or say something rude about somebody, definitely will come back to hurt you. So love everybody. And they also say to love even thy enemy and be kind and wish no harm upon them. And I certainly do not wish that upon anybody. I don't want anybody hurt. I want everybody to have a good life. This isn't an easy life to live. It's not easy, but in the end, we get eternal life. We get, if you have your salvation, you get eternal life, walking streets of gold, and it'll all be perfect then. But until then, let's keep it as perfect as we can. Let's be a great, witness and testimony to others, and keep our heart, like they say, keep your heart open so that all the love can come in. Keep your heart open for people and just be loving and kind. And we got the holidays now and just, a lot of hustle and bustle and just so much going on. And we want to get through this 2020, hoping 2021 will be better. Well, you know what? Every day can be better if you walk with the Lord. We don't have to worry about a year. Just worry about, are you walking right with Jesus? And are you being kind and generous to everybody? Remember, every little thing you say or do comes back on you. It will. It's called karma. It will come back to hurt you. And especially if you're making fun of somebody or hurting somebody, it will come back to haunt you. So be kind, be love, be generous. Do what it says right here. Walk like Jesus, be like Jesus. The bottom says, it's interesting that Jesus mentions the commandments about relating to other people rather than ones that focus on how to relate to God. He knew that face-to-face relationships could be harder to maintain than a spiritual relationship with Christ. It's important to have a healthy relationship with others. And that's true. We can have this great relationship with God, but it is harder to have relationships with, people that we confront daily on a daily basis that we confront because, things can be said and things can be done, and it's a little bit harder. So that's why he's wanting us to be more, like he says here, he knew that face-to-face relationship could be harder to maintain than a spiritual relationship with Christ, because it would be harder to do that. But do the best you can. And you know how you do that? Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with reading this beautiful book here, Life's Manual, the Holy Bible, the best book you'll ever read. And also get on your knees and spend that quality alone time with the Lord, getting close to the Lord, asking for more wisdom, knowledge, faith, strength, and love. And, ask him to teach you all those things and to teach you how to live and how to be kind to everybody. Nobody in the world is going to have a perfect life, and not everybody's going to love you. Not everybody's going to, but love as many people as you can. If you can love everybody, that's what Jesus wants, because you only have to worry about yourself. Only you will be judged. Only you, you're for the things that you've done wrong. So just open up this book, and you can see I definitely open it and read it. And I'm challenging myself at the beginning of the year to read the whole thing, and try to get it done as quick as I can, maybe within 3 to 6 months. But I read all the time, and I do need to read more though. I definitely do. I need to open it up even more. Get your Proverbs a day in every day of the week, because it matches. There's 31 Proverbs. So if there's 31 days, 28 days, 30 days, you just start over again. You read them all the way through. It's the wisdom chapter. Definitely open it up and read it and just get that personal relationship with God. The closer you get to God, the more kind and loving and generous you will be to other people. When you can read all the wonderful, things that God wrote in here and all the things that Jesus went through, but he still was loving and kind and dying on a cross for all of us. We should have been hanging up on that cross, not him. He was perfect, but he did this for us so we could have eternal life. Let's be as kind and loving as we can and be the best we can while we're here on earth, do the best we can so that when we get to heaven, we can at least make Jesus and God proud, which God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit are all one, but you know what I mean. Just we want to make Jesus very proud of us, of what we did with our life. He gives everybody a purpose and a plan. Seek it out and just live your life the best you can. Live like Jesus. That's how I always say it. All right, everybody, this nail design. Before I go on, quick, I'm just going to tell you what the new plan is. I'm changing things up. I was going to wait till the beginning of the year, but I'm changing things up now, all right? I'm going to have different on my channel. Now, Mondays will always be the nail design, but I'm changing the name to Manny Monday, which goes great because it's the M, Manny Monday. So you'll always get a Manny Monday. And then Tuesdays right now are Treat Tuesdays, okay? But I'm going to change it when I go back to doing my toes again, which will be in the springtime. That's going to be called Tootsie Tuesdays because it's your Tootsies. So it'll be Tootsie Tuesdays. But for right now, we'll stick with Treat Tuesdays. When it changes from the Tootsie Tuesdays, Then the treat videos will be Share It Keto Treat Saturdays. That's what it'll be then. But for right now, it'll be Treat Tuesdays. And then Wednesdays now are going to be Wear It Wednesdays. We're going to stop the Fashion Fridays. I want to do it on Wednesday because I like the idea of the nails, the toes, and the outfit, all three in a row like that. Of course, right now I'm not doing the toes, but that's okay. I like everything to kind of coincide together. So it's going to be, you know, the Mani Monday, Treat Tuesday right now, and then Wear It Wednesday. And then, of course, Tootsie Tuesdays will come in when I start that in the spring, and then we'll change the treat to Saturdays. But for right now, that's what it'll be. So Mani Monday, Treat Tuesday, Wear It Wednesday, and then Thursdays will be Thankful Keto Recipe Thursday. That's what I'm going to call it. Then Friday now will be the food video, and it's going to be called Food and Fun Friday. Since I have fun in there, I tell stories and, you know, do the meal that I did the day before for the slideshow. So that the recipe videos will stay on Thursdays, and then the Saturdays will change to Food and Fun Fridays, and that's going to start this week. So today, getting the Mani Monday, everything's going to be the way I'm saying it. So Mani Monday, tomorrow you'll get Treat Tuesday, Wednesday will be Wear It Wednesday, and then Thursday is Thankful Keto Recipe Thursday, Food and Fun Friday, and then Saturday will be Shoe Collection Saturdays. Right now, that's when I will share the shoe collection. Since I do all pre-recording, everything will work out. So you'll get what you get for the shoe Saturday will be for the following week what I'll be doing for the outfit. So that's how it's going to be. And then, of course, Sermon Sundays when I get back to doing them. And I'm trying to get back to them as soon as possible. Then what's going to change is obviously the shoe collection. Once that is done, I'll throw something in there if it, you know, ends before the springtime, because I still have a lot of shoes to show you guys. If it ends before that, then I'll put something else in there. And then, like I said, it will switch then. Saturdays will switch to Share It Keto Treat Saturdays from the Treat Tuesdays, which is going to be the Tootsie Tuesdays. So I hope you guys understand all of that, how I'm going to be doing it. Just want to change up the channel a little bit and just do things a little bit different. Love the Fashion Fridays, but I want to change them now because I like everything all to be in the beginning of the week like that, especially when I go back to doing the toes. So I just think that's great. So it'll be Wear It Wednesdays now. So you guys are going to get Wednesday's video is going to be different now. You won't have a Fashion Friday anymore. It's going to be the outfits on Wednesday. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. I hope you guys will enjoy. I just want to change things up, you know, just keep enhancing my channel, keep trying to grow. If you could help me with that, the first thing is right there is the red subscribe button. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you're notified of all of my new uploads and all the things that I do, so you get notified. That'd be great. And then you'll know when I come on. Please share around my channel so I can grow bigger, you guys, because I'm trying to really grow this channel and really help many people with many things on my channel that I do. And definitely shoot me a thumbs up. If you love this design, love the Lord, love to be kind and loving and generous to everybody, you love that idea, you love the idea of these nails and the acrylic roses I did, I love the way they turned out, then shoot me a thumbs up. It definitely makes me smile. It definitely helps the channel to grow, and I absolutely love the comments. I'm sorry if I don't get back to you guys right away. I usually let it go for a little bit, and then I answer everybody. If I don't right away, it's just because I get busy, but I will definitely be answering you, and especially if you ask me a question, I usually try to answer that immediately. So, but I will be trying to do that a little bit better, trying to do it maybe daily, answering all of your guys' comments when you come in. I'm sorry. I just don't want you guys to think that I don't see them. I do. I do see them, and I love them. Please continue to comment to me, and if you have any questions, I'm always here. I do link my email down below if you need help with anything. I'm always here. I love all of you guys very much. Everybody take care. God bless. And I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload. Now, let's get started on this beautiful Mani Monday. Hi, everyone. So here's what I chose to go with for this week's Mani Monday. We've got some red and black nails with a lot of bling. We've got some acrylic 3D roses and a matte finish. If you'd like to see how I did this one, continue watching. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Mani Monday. Getting ready to do another beautiful fall look with you guys. For starters, I've got the nails done all solid with red and black. And those two, I used this LA Colors for the red, and it's called Hot Blooded. I got this from Dollar Tree, 409. Whoops, 406. I'm looking at everything upside down. And then the black, I used the Kiss Gel, also from Dollar Tree, and that's Express. And then I dried everything up with the Seche Vite Dry Fast Top Coat. Then I am going to attempt to do, on the ring finger alone, a 3D acrylic flower. The same acrylic you use to do your nails with, or the salon puts on your nails with. I'm going to do it. Now, unfortunately, I only have white. They do come in colors. I only have white. I'm using this, and of course, you need a monomer. That's how you put the nails on, but you also need it to make your 3D roses. And then I will use a small brush to do that with. This one here, this is an acrylic brush to do acrylic with. Comes to a point, I'm going to use that. But then what I'll do at the end is take Robin Moses's small brush here, the wand here, and it's Robin Moses. RobinMosesNailArt.com is how you order them. They're red sable hair. It's called the wand. I'm going to use red and green and then some black and white to do low and highlights. I'm going to paint the rose after I'm all done making the rose if it works out. Like I said, I've done roses before, but just not on myself. I have done acrylic roses on other people. I just haven't done them on myself. So I'm hoping it works out. If it doesn't, then I am just going to paint on the roses like I've done before, just with the acrylic paint and the brush. I'll just paint on the roses. Now, I'm going to also be working with some Swarovski crystals in here. You'll see them in there, some white pearls, and also some micro gold beads to go around them. We're going to glue them down with ASP glue that I get from Sally's. I'll glue them down. I'm going to use an orange wood stick to pick them up and put them down. And the whole design is going to be mattified. I'm going to use the OPI matte top coat. But over the rose, I believe I am going to do a shiny coat over the rose. So the rose really pops so you can see it good in the leaves. I'll make them shiny. If they don't look good, I will mattify them then. But other than that, the rest is just going to be beautiful crystals. And this design is going to be more, I would say more kind of elegant, since it's going to be more stones and stuff like that. And then the acrylic rose 3D. So it should be more of like a classy, elegant look. So I'm hoping it turns out. If not, I'll still get the roses. I'll just have to paint them on. But I am going to do that. And I think that's everything. I think I showed you everything. Yep, that's everything. So I'm going to get started on the acrylic rose. I'll start on this finger here. I'll see if I can attempt to get one done. If not, I'm going to wipe it off quick before the acrylic dries, because it dries pretty fast. I'll get it off my finger quick, and then I will paint it. I'll come back in and tell you guys. But if you see me come back in and you see the one done, then you know that I got it done. Well, you guys would have seen the front cover, so you already know what I did. You already know if I got it done. Also, through the leaving, I'm going to use some small tool. Let's see. I probably could, yeah, this one here. I use this one here. I'm going to go through the leaves, and of course, just while the acrylic is still wet, I'm going to kind of push down just to make some of the lines in the leaving. So I'll use this tool here I got from Sally's. So, all right, let me get started. I hope that I was able to do them, and I will return to show you guys. Okay, I am excited because I was able to do a 3D acrylic rose. Look at that. It turned out perfectly. Now I just got to paint it and really give it life. And then I've got the 2 leaves on it, and I did that silver through, you know, that metal tool that I showed you, going through the leaves when the acrylic was still wet, so I could give it some lines in it, so when I paint it, it'll have that done to it. But yeah, now I'm going to go through and paint it up just so I can get a good idea how I'm going to do the other one. So let me get it painted, and then I'll come back and show you guys. But isn't that cool looking? I love it. I will be back. Okay, you guys, I am so pleased with this. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And when I turn it to the side, you see it's 3D. It is raised because it's acrylic. Now, to get it off, I'm going to drill it off. I know a lot of you are probably wondering, how do you get it off? I will drill it off when it comes to the point of taking this design off. I can use a file, or I can drill it off, and I'm going to drill it with my drill. But isn't that cute? A 3D rose that will stay in your finger because it's done with acrylic, and all the different highlights and lowlights I did. Isn't that beautiful? I might work a little bit more through it. The leaves are perfect. Might work a little bit more through the rose, but oh my gosh, I love it. So we're going to go ahead and show you how we do this. I'm going to draw in pretty close. And I've got my, let's get everything set up here. I've got my napkin here because you need this to wipe off. Oops, I got some paint on me here. That's okay. So I need it to wipe off. So you need your acrylic, and we need the monomer and the small little brush. All right, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. We're going to dip into the monomer. Now, I know a lot of you don't know how to do this, but I'm just going to show you, and you can practice. Practice on paper, on a napkin, a paper plate, something. So you're going to get some monomer on your brush, and then you want to wipe it off on the side of your brush. Then you're going to put it into your powder, and you just want a dab, okay? That's a little bit big, so I'm going to take that off. That's too big. Get a little bit more again, wipe off the side. Let me show you so you can see it in the camera. All right, wipe it off. And then I'm going to dip in, and I just need a bead like that, okay? It still seems a little bit big. I don't want it that big. Let me try again. Okay, they're just getting too big for me. Wipe it off, and you want a pretty small bead. Not too small, but not too big either. There, that's better. Then what I'm going to do is go onto my paper towel and wipe off most of the liquid now out of the brush. You want that for doing the 3D flowers, okay? And we're going to start by putting the first leaf of the rose right here, okay? Anywhere where you're going to start it. Then I'm going to push up and out to the sides. I'm going to wipe off the excess off my brush so I can work with this now. And you got to work pretty quick because the acrylic dries pretty fast. And I'm going to spread this out and bring the point of the flower, the leaf, you know, the petal to the center like that. And then just kind of push out the sides like that. Keep pushing out the sides like that. There's the first one. Then we're going to get another one now. Wipe off the brush. Get a bead about so big. And then you're going to set it on here and drain out most of the liquid out of there. And now we're going to put this one right next to it. Okay, right next to it right there. And you're going to do the same thing. Spread it out to the sides. Be spreading it and bringing it to a point. You want to bring that center into the middle because it's a rose petal. So you want to bring it into the center there. We're going to be overlapping with other ones on top. So bring it to the center like that and be pushing it out so it's rounding it like that. There's that one. Let's get another one. The liquid, wipe it off. Get yourself a bead. Okay, and then wipe your bead off. And just the brush, so you're getting all the liquid off. We're going to turn the finger here and put another one right here. We're going to get 4 of these in here. All right, so bring it to the center. Actually, I want to try to do 5 if I can. I think I did 5 with the last one. Bring it to the center again. Be pushing out. Wipe off your brush. If you feel you have too much liquid, then wipe off your brush. And then go back in and push like that. And bring it to the center like that. All right, let's get another bead. Make sure you always wipe off. Get another bead. Perfect. And then push your brush down. Getting the liquid off. If you lose your bead, just pick it back up. Okay. And then again, we're going to set it down right here and bring it to the center. We're going to wipe off the brush. And I'm going to kind of turn my finger a little bit this way so I can work with this one better. And push it out to the sides at the top. Be pushing it out to the sides and bring the petal part to the center like that. And like I said, push these out to the side. This is a petal, so you need it to be wider at the top and come into the center. Like that, okay? We're gonna get one more bead. Wipe it off. Grab another bead. Perfect. Wipe off the excess. And pick it up, and let's go right in to that small area that's left right there, okay? And wipe off your brush. And then just do the same thing. Push it out to the sides. And it's okay if this last one overlaps because they're going to be overlapping now because we're going to do some overlapping. Whoops, let me get into the light here better, or to the camera. Push it off to the side. And don't worry, like I said, if it overlaps, that's what you want. Roses overlap, if you notice that. That's how they do it. Okay, now we're going to start overlapping some. Now you're going to get, again, a bead. Same size. Actually, a little bit smaller this time. So I'm going to do this again. You want this one just a tad smaller, okay? And push down the liquid off the brush. And then let's put this right between these two, okay? You can go in between now and bring it to the center. Again, wipe off your brush so there's no liquid left in there. And push it out to the sides again and bring it to the center. Make sure you're always bringing it to the center, because this is, you know, roses, so you need the petals to come to the center like that. All right, there's one. Let's grab another one. Another bead, wipe off. Again, you just want this bead to be a little bit smaller than the ones you started with, and wipe this off. They're going to be roughly about the same size, okay? Then we're going to set this one right next to it right here, overlapping. Wipe off the liquid off your brush, and then push it up and out to the sides, bringing it to the center. Push it off to the sides again, and this one's interlapping in between them, and be pushing it to the sides. And you can get those strokes in there like that, the brush strokes like that, because it'll leave those lines, but it doesn't matter. I didn't really have a lot on here, and you won't really see it once it's painted. So, but you can be trying to put lines in it. So like that, and then we're going to do it again. Get the brush wet, wipe it off, get another bead, wipe it off, and we're going to put this one right here. We just need 3 of them now. We're going to overlap these 2 with that. Again, wipe off your brush, then come back and be pushing it out to the sides, bringing it to the center, pushing it out to the sides, making your last leaf, or petal, sorry, pushing it out to the sides, bringing it to the center. I hope you get to see that, sorry. Hard to do the camera work in that. All right, there you go. Now you've got the 3D look of that, and now we need a small little bead for the center. So get the brush wet again, and this time we just need a small bead, about like that, just a small one, and push off the excess again. And we're putting this right into the center, because that's your center of the flower, and then kind of, whoops, put it right in the center, and then put like a little hole. Wipe off your brush and put like a little hole in the center here, and keep doing that till it sets. Oh gosh, you guys probably can't see. Sorry about that. And yeah, oh, this is going blurry when I'm doing it. Oh, I hope you got to see that when I was doing the petals. Oh my gosh, I didn't notice that, but now I'm noticing it's going blurry. But just push that center in, that's your center bead, okay? Just be pushing it in like that, and it's setting. Just like that, there we go. Now the leaves, we're gonna get a little bit more monomer, brush it off, and get about the same amount of bead as you did your petals, okay? Get off the monomer, and then come up to your finger here, let's see, and put it down, wipe, just set it down on the finger, then wipe off the excess, and then we're gonna shape this into a leaf. So you're gonna want to pull this. I'm sorry if this seems blurry. Maybe I got to get a little farther away from the camera. You want to pull it to a point, because this is a leaf. So pull it to a point, keeping the end, you know, rounded, because leaves are rounded, and then they come to a point, and just come to a point there, just like that. And now while it's still wet, okay, I'm going to take this tool, and we're just going to go right in the center here and make like a line going all the way down. You can kind of draw it or tap it in like that. Just don't let it come off the end, okay? And just be tapping it. It might still be a little bit wet. And then just kind of push some off to the sides too, so it looks like a leaf when we go to do the painting. And this kind of didn't get filled in all the way, so you can kind of push it together like that. I'm going to get back the brush and just kind of slide this, whoops, slide this over a little bit. Just like that, so it's more together there, because it was coming apart. All right, we're gonna do one more leaf. Get a little bit more monomer, another bead. Whoops, that's a big one. Not that big, you don't want it that big. About like that. Get off the excess liquid again, and we're gonna set that one right here, and we're gonna wipe off our brush, and again, just be pushing and pulling forward, because you need this to be a leaf. So it's not the same as the petals. These are going to be, it's going to get skinnier to the tip, okay? So push it out to the sides like that at the bottom, but bring this one longer and have a point at the end, so it's looks like a leaf, okay? Again, be pushing it down at the bottom part, and then come up to get your point, your leaf, like that. Isn't that cool? And while it's still wet, that's when we're going to put our lines in. And I'm just kind of doing it with the brush, but I'm going to use the other tool. I just need this to be less wet. The acrylic almost set is what I need before I put that, use the other tool. So now I should be able to use this tool And again, I'm just going to do this line like coming all the way to the top, and then just some marks out like that, just so it looks like the center of a leaf, how leaves have those markings on them. That way when you go to paint it, you're going to see those really good. Like that. There we go. Oh my gosh, another 3D look. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to get this stuff cleaned up. Let me get drawn away from here. I'm going to get the stuff cleaned up, and then we'll start painting this. I'm going to let the acrylic completely get solid. It almost is, and then we'll start painting it. I'll be right back. Okay, now we're going to start the painting. So let's go ahead and draw in. Here is my palette. I made a dark red, medium red, light red, and the green, same thing. Dark green, medium, regular green, light green. Those are the ones you're going to work with. We're going to get Robin's brush, and I'm going to start by going into this darkest red, and that's how I started it, on the brush there, and we're going to just be painting this rose. Just paint it. That's all you're doing. It's pretty easy. It's a 3D rose, but all you're going to do is paint it. But you want to be careful because you don't want it to be sloppy. So do one petal at a time, going around the edges and everything, the top of it and everything. I've got a little piece of hair in these brush. This brush always gets... These brushes, that's one thing. I love her brush, but I hate that there's always a loose hair somehow that gets in there. Like a long hair. So must be the brush just loosening some of the bristles, and then they doesn't work as good. All right. So just keep doing that and just keep painting your flower very carefully, one petal at a time. Because you want this to look even. You wouldn't just want to just, you know, take the brush and just, all over it, because that would not look delicate and nice. So just do one at a time. Just take your time. Unless you're in a big hurry, this wouldn't be a design for you then. So just take your time, getting all of them done, one petal at a time. And like we started with the darkest, because we're going to go lighter as it goes down. And then get this one that's underneath. Okay. And then get into this one here. All right. And then this one. I hope you're seeing this. Hope I'm on the camera right. Looks like I am. Okay. And then just paint in that little area there that you missed. That I missed. And then we'll paint this petal right here. And that's the start of the first color of the rose. I'm going to just fix a few little spots. I see the white. Like that, okay? So that's the start of it. And then I'm going to clean off the brush, because I'm going to go to the green and go ahead and do the leaves. And we're going to start with the darkest of the greens right here, the darkest color. Get that in frame. Okay, we're going to use the darkest one for the leaves. And same thing, you just want to paint your leaf. Just go along and just paint it so the whole leaf is painted, but do it delicately and slow. Work slow because you don't need to rush this. And get the dark again, and we're going to go to this leaf and get this leaf done with the dark colors to start with. We always start with the darkest color and work your way down when you're doing like highlights to lowlights. So we start with the darkest color. There we go. All right, now your rose should be ready to go into the medium red. And in between, I am cleaning my brush in between. So I've got it cleaned off. And now we're going to use this medium red here. Okay, get some on the brush. And we're just going to go in, and for each one, just kind of add a little bit of this red in now. Okay, just kind of putting lines in it right now. At this point now, you're going to be doing lines in the center. I like to do like a circle, because that's what a rose looks like. And then, again, just kind of just be putting some lines and some brighter red through it, because that's what you need, is you need this to look more red, because, of course, our color we started with was so dark. But that's where you get your low light to highlight. Okay, and just keep going around. And you don't got to completely cover that dark red. You don't want to do that. You want that to show. You're just doing some of it. So there's that. Again, we'll clean the brush again, and we'll go to the green now. While that's drying, we'll go to the middle green, okay? Right there in the center, I'm going to get some of that green. My paints are starting to dry. That's okay. All right, and now I'm just gonna go just to the side like and just make a line and kind of a line down the center like that. Wait, let me get a bit more paint. Okay, like that, because you want to leave some dark, again, just like you did the rose. Again, go around to the side, and down the center like that, okay? Again, we clean the brush off, again. Now we're going to go into the lightest of all the colors. So now I'm going to be working right in there, okay? We're going to get some of this light red, and this is going to be the highlight. I'm going to fix this brush again because I think, like I said, there's a here, I believe. Okay, get some of this light red. All right, and now same thing. Now you're just gonna slowly put in just a little bit of lines to give it that lighter highlight, like that. You're just putting it in as your highlight, going around and just randomly, you know, putting just lines, like, just so that it could get the same as if I was doing my rose, the way I do it, how I, you know, put the lines in, and so it, not all the colors get covered, but like that. So now you've got a brighter, you know, red, a much lighter red, but we're going to add some brighter red in there like I did on the other one to fix it. So we'll go now into the regular red, and I'm just going to go just over this lighter red now that we made, and just kind of fill in around that, just kind of overlapping it a little bit. That light red that you did, just overlap it just a tad, just so that this can brighten up and be a brighter rose, but you still got the light behind it, if you see what I'm saying. And then the green, we're going to go to the lightest green, okay, and that was right there. And I cleaned off the brush, and we're going to grab some of this light green. It's kind of drying, and we're just going to do the same thing. Do a line around the edge, a line around the edge, come like this, and then just a line down the middle, so that you get that highlight, if you know what I mean. Same thing, go around, and bring it down the center like that so it's lighter. There we go. Aren't these awesome? Now, like I said, I've done 3D, but I did it on other people, and I wasn't sure if I could do it on myself, but I did it, and I love them. See, you turn sideways, and it's acrylic, so it will not come off the nail. It's not going to. I'm going to have to drill it off the nail. But I've never done a 3D on myself, and I love them. Absolutely think they turned out beautiful. So now what we're going to do is start working on the crystals. I may put a crystal in the center of these flowers, maybe a red one, maybe, and maybe put some crystals around it too. But I'm going to matte finish all of these nails first. I need them to be matted and then start putting the crystals in. So I'm going to matte everything first and then get going on the crystals. Everybody knows how to do a matte finish. It's the same as you do a clear finish. I'm going to go over with the matte right now, over everything, even this nail, because I got to have the background matted, the black. So I'm going to go over the rose and everything with the matte finish. And then I'm going to start putting some crystals in, and I will come back to show you guys. Okay, now we've got pretty much all of the stones done. I just did them in all different unique ways. And I did leave this one open. I forgot as I was doing the beads around, I thought, oh, I need to leave one open. I completely forgot. So I did leave the rest of that open, and I did leave this one open to make it shiny like I did on that one. So it's shiny, and then it's got a rhinestone in it. Just the leaves and the flower is shiny. Isn't that pretty? Now, all of these are shiny, but they're going to be matted after I'm done. I just wanted to shine coat over them to hold all these stones down. So you see over here is all mattified, but I go back over everything with the shine coat, and then I mattify it again. That's what I figured I better do, because I want it to hold all the stones down. It doesn't hold good on a matte finish. So I'm going to finish this one. Now, all I did was I put down a rhinestone and then just put these little beads all the way around it, just these little micro beads. But we're going to finish it up to make it look like this one right here. So we got to put 3 pearls in on each side. Now let me get the cap here and some more glue and the orange wood stick. Okay, so we're going to do, let's see. Actually, we're going to start with 2 stones on each side. Just 2 clear stones. Let me get that out of there. I don't want that glue in there. And don't worry, you can always get all that off with acetone. That will come off. Okay, so it was 2 larger stones, I believe. So I'm going to get them out of here. All right. Let's see if I can pick these up. Let me make sure that's the right size. Yep. I think they were, looks like it goes large and then to a smaller one. Okay, so large and then a smaller one next to that, and then another large on this side, and a smaller one next to that. Let me grab that. Like that. Hopefully, oh my goodness. I thought you guys were seeing this, and I always get out of frame. Okay, so just gluing these stones down right there, okay? So we got those. Now we need the pearls. So we're going to grab and put just 3. Get it lined up right here. 3 right in here and 3 right in here. And it kind of goes kind of like 2 and 1, like a triangle. So let me pick these up. So it goes 1, 2, slide this up a little bit. 1, 2, and 1. Maybe I'll pick this up. 1, like that. And we'll put the same on the other side. Go 1 and 2. Getting the wrong color here. Get that out of there. Is that a stone? Yeah. Okay. Hope I've been in frame. Something goes down the middle. Yeah, okay. And then 1 more. I get 1 more here. Okay. All right. And then we're going to draw a line down because I've got stones going down, and they're the multicolor stones right here. Keep bumping the camera. Sorry about that. Now that it sits on a different kind of a tripod, whoops, nope, can't use that now because that will definitely fog. It now that it sits on there, it makes noise. It, like if I bump it, it bounces. So I do love it. It's a really great tripod, but it, yeah, it's not, I don't like that it bounces if you bump it, and then it makes noise and everything. So hopefully I'm in frame here. 1 more little stone here, like that. And I think that matches now with this one. Is that right? Let's see. Yeah, I got a clear stone. Oh, I got to put a clear stone on each side now. And that is the medium-sized stones out of the small ones. So now we do 1 on each side here. See, this was the other reason why I had to go over with clear tool, is when I did these, I had noticed that they were leaving lines of the glue left behind. So the shiny part I had done was actually getting ruined, if you see what I'm talking about. It leaves a residue behind, and so there was some shiny parts there. So I'm like, oh great, that doesn't look good. So I needed to fix that. There we go. All right, now I can back up, and now we're gonna go ahead and shine coat this. Hopefully you guys can see okay. All right, yeah, I get in the way and then that happens. I'm gonna go over everything and shine it up. I know. It's like, man, you just went through all that work of making it matte, but then it had some areas that I didn't like that were shiny. So I have to fix them. So, and then this one, we're just gonna go over the flower. Be very careful when you go over that. Just lightly do a coat of clear over this. It's because you don't want to go off into the area of the matte that's already done in the matte. I hate that this keeps wanting to, gosh, this has been a really difficult one here. probably going to be a long video too. I'm sorry, guys. Try not to make it too long. But then just go over the leaves with the shine coat. Just a thin little shine coat. That's all you need, just so it gives it the shininess. Okay? And then right in the center, while it's still wet, I'm just going to use the top coat as the glue for this and put it down, and I can go over that again with the top coat, and that will hold it. But I wanted to put a stone in the middle there, and then go over all of these. And hopefully you'll be able to see, and hopefully it's not getting blurry, but just go over in between all of these stones so it holds them down. You also will cover up your mistake of your glue. That way when you go over at the matte finish, just on them, you know, the areas where there is no stones, it won't have that that look then. What is on the side of my finger there? I got a little stone right here. Okay, wipe that away. All right, another one. See the black, how it had all that shininess around it? I'll show you on the next finger what I'm talking about, because I kind of went over this too fast. You guys didn't get to see what I'm talking about. Okay, and I had a little stone there. All right. I'll show you this one. See how it's got the shininess, like right there? That's the glue. See? And I'd have to go back over it anyways. So I thought, well, let me just go ahead and hold everything down, these stones, because they're not going to hold for very long. Even though they're glued down, they won't over a matte finish. I forgot about that. That stones don't really hold very good over a matte finish. So I like to go over them with the Seche Vite first, really getting them holding down good, and then I will go around the area where just the polish is, and I will make that mattified. So just make sure you get in there good for everything. There we go. Now everything is all done up good. And what I am going to do, what happened here? Oh, must have went too far. I suppose if you go so far, it jumps. All right, and then just over this, I'm going to go over that stone. Now, it looks like it kind of ran on the sides where you could kind of see the shine coat, so I'll just go over with the matte finish over that, and I'll fix that up. So I'm going to mattify now. I'm going to go around and just mattify the areas that don't have the stones. I'm not going to go over the stones. I will do some. I'll come back and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so now you see that I've got them all matted, and just the shiny is over the crystals and stuff like that. I did leave one finger open to show you this finger is still shiny, if you see, just that one. And all the rest, I just went around it. Even that one is mattifying now. So it'll look like that. So basically, you're just going to draw in here. Just going to take your matte finish, and you're just going to go around the area where there isn't any stones or anything. You don't want to touch the stones because it'll mattify the stones too. So don't do that. Just go around the edges right here just to get the matte look right around this area, and cap the end too, because of course that would have been shiny. Getting your side walls as well, and cap the end again like that. And then that will get nice and matte finished, and then it'll look like this one. So see, and now I know all the stones will hold and everything, but isn't this a really unique, different one? I like it. It's really beautiful. So I'm going to get everything cleaned up here and get set up and ready to show all of you guys the end products and the end product and the photos. Alrighty, everyone, I am all done with my Mani Monday. I really love the way this one turned out. I love all the bling, and especially the 3D roses. I was surprised I could actually do them on myself. I was afraid. I don't know why, because I'm pretty talented doing art and all of that. And I have done 3D art before on other people, just never on myself. But I really love the way they turned out for my first attempt at doing it on my own nails. And I love the matte finish and then the high shine over the roses, which really gives them that 3D look. If you turn to the side, you can see they are raised, and of course I'll just drill them off, but they are nice and thin, so not too thick sticking out. If you are a person that doesn't like anything that has texture, then you won't like this, then just paint the roses on. But I love the way they turned out, and I'm going to be ordering color acrylic now and start doing some more 3D art because I love the way they turned out. And then of course the matte finish really finished this one off. It's beautiful with all the pearls and the crystals and the micro beads. I love this look. Definitely a beautiful fall look. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely give it a try. If the acrylic is scary to you, just practice. And of course, you can paint the roses on and the leaves as well if you don't want to do the 3D and you don't like something with texture, then definitely paint them. Other than that, I hope everybody is staying safe, happy, and healthy and leaning on Jesus. I look forward to sharing the Wear It Wednesday outfit that will match with this set of nails. Everybody take care, God bless, and I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload.